Alright, so today we're going to generate equivalent expressions using the distributive property. But in order to do that, we first need to define those words separately. Equivalent means having the same value. So I know that 1/2 is equivalent to 3/6 because they have the same value. Another example of something that's equivalent is how $1 is equivalent to 100 cents. An expression is a group of numbers, symbols, and operators grouped together to show the value of something. So, like 3 plus 5, or 2x minus 4y plus 3. Those are expressions. So, the distributive property tells us that multiplication distributes over addition and subtraction. So I'm looking at what I wrote in blue. That's my algebraic rule that tells me that a times b plus c equals a times b plus a times c. And for subtraction, it's kind of the same in green. A times b minus c equals a times b minus a times c. These are rules because for any number that I plug into a, b, or c, it'll be true. And if that's a little bit confusing because you didn't see any numbers, let's look at an example. So this is 5 times 3x plus 4, and I want to find an equivalent expression. You might have been asking where I got the multiplication from. I know that when I see a number right next to parentheses, I'm going to multiply. So I know that this 5 distributes over these two terms inside. So I'm going to multiply 5 times 3x, and I'm going to add it to 5 times 4. Let's do that. 5 times 3x plus, in green, 5 times 4. Let's simplify that. 5 times 3x is 15x, and I know that because I just multiplied the coefficients together. And I'm going to add that to 5 times 4, which is 20. So I know 15x plus 20 is equivalent to 5 times 3x plus 4. And if you don't believe me, let's test it out. I'm going to set up something equal to x. X equals 2. That's easy, right? So let's plug in 2 every time I see x. So let's rewrite this. So I'll do this in blue. 5 times 3 times 2 plus 4. 5 times, this is 6 plus 4. 5 times 6 plus 4 is 10. And 5 times 10 is 50. Let's see if this side is the same thing. Let's do 15 times 2 because I see x there, plus 20. 15 times 2 is 30, plus 10 is 50. So they're exactly the same answer, so I know that they're equivalent. The one on the right just had one less step. Let's look at another example. Let's see, b times 3 plus b times 7. b times, I was just trying to write that symbol, b times 3 plus b times 7. And when I rewrite it, I don't want to write it like this because I might get confused. That kind of looks like b to the third. Let's write it with the coefficient in front. That's, just the way we do things. 3b plus 7b. And you could take it one step further and combine like terms, but we really don't have to do that for this lesson. So now you have everything you need so you can generate equivalent expressions using the distributive property.